It is said that happy cows give delicious milk, so these chubby cattle, the happiest creatures on land, are the major secret sauce. So when someone asked them what's their secret of producing such quality milk, they said they use VR glasses to make their cow feel relaxed and happiest while they begin milking. As we're on our journey to make butter, obviously the very first step is to collect milk from dairy farms. And when the process seems like this, it's an icing on the cake. In this automated system, each cow enters a designated stall equipped with a milking unit. These units consist of cups gently placed on the cows. A controlled vacuum is created within the cups, drawing the milk out naturally and comfortably for the cow. The entire milk is collected in the containers without any human contact. But wait, before the milk hits the dairy charts, it undergoes a usual and thorough quality test. Test passed? With flying colors? It's time to dispatch. The raw and fresh milk is delivered to the butter-making units. These storage facilities maintain the freshness of the milk and make it ready for heating chambers. Maintaining the right temperature is crucial to preserve the milk's freshness and to separate the creamy part. Centrifugation helps a lot here. Now we get two main things: skimmed milk, which is saved for sale purposes, and the cream. Ever happen to taste skimmed milk? Well, it's super beneficial too. One more thing, nothing is going to get wasted here. Centrifugation is faster and more precise than waiting for cream to rise naturally. It allows butter-making facilities to process larger quantities of milk more efficiently. The entire cream is smoothened, and after taking it through pasteurization and a little maturing the cream, they get their hands on the butter grains that are smooth, subtle, and entirely ready to create smoothie butter out of them. Now the cream releases thin milk, which is also called buttermilk. This buttermilk is super efficient for further processing, and yeah, you can easily find it in every store. The butter grains are thoroughly washed to remove any buttermilk residues. It might be much better if they didn't involve those hands. Washing is like a little secret to making your butter even more delicious. It takes away anything that might make the butter taste tangy. Now he's gonna add some salt to make that salty butter. Churning and continuous movement causes the fat molecules in the cream to come together and form butter. The butter is put into a special container to make the butter show some moves. Now these kneaders continuously knead the butter mixture to make it even more creamy and flow like an unbounded stream. You know, in ancient times, the value of butter was so high that people would use it as currency. Imagine going to the market and paying in packs of butter. Also, there's a village in Tibet where they make a special type of butter that doesn't melt, even in the summer heat. Someone here? Come fast. Look how uncontrollable this flow is. So he has brought the larger chunks of preserved butter. What's he gonna do now? Simply, first, he's gonna send these beastie buddies to slice them and convert them into smaller chunks. But why? What I think is he's gonna refresh the butter and try to make it more, you know, buttery. There was once a heated debate about whether butter or margarine was healthier. The debate got so intense that some countries even banned the use of yellow coloring in margarine to avoid confusion with butter. It was a spread showdown. You do realize what margarine is? The major difference is in their making. Margarine is processed with the help of vegetable oils that can be corn, soy, sunflower, and more best for those who are on a vegan diet, while the butter is made through pure milk. The extruder works by pushing the butter through a shaped nozzle, creating uniform shapes. It's like using a Play-Doh machine that squeezes out dough in a specific shape. In this case, it's shaping butter. And for those who love hand-molded, beautifully shaped butter, this is for you. Packing begins! The machines beautifully work in harmony. One is placing the tubs in place, and the nozzles are pouring the smooth, textured butter into every tub, filling them to a fixed extent. Yeah, don't mind that last robot who's sealing these tubs with the golden paper. The process keeps going, and finally, they are popped up from their containers, and a robotic arm passes them to a conveyor belt. And this roller coaster is not just a style, It's another technique to take them conveniently towards the barcode generators. Here the butter is prepared for 500 grams packing. Packing is ready, and the butter is continuously rolled for a creamy texture. The robotic cutter and butter pourer work side by side for quick packing. So, on the backstage, butter is added to the pouring container from where the tiny nozzles fill up the molds. The sealing wrapper injected into the sealing machine makes sure every butter cube is perfectly sealed. Want to hear some spice? Early Irish monks are said to have used a unique method for churning butter. They attached a wooden staff to a churn and rocked it back and forth. Monastic butter making had its rhythm. Now the time has just arrived to make some melted butter or ghee to spice up your meal. The butter chunks are first brought to the room temperature area, where it is kept to naturally melt and soften. While the melting chambers are ready to melt, boil the butter using moderate steam until it changes its consistency. They keep on stirring the melted butter liquid until it seems like it changes its consistency first, then color, and then its true nature. The very next step is satisfying and of course useful. First, to pour out the entire liquid material into other containers where it cools down to some extent before reaching the packing stations. Once cooled, the entire material is poured through sieves to the packing collectors. This is important to get the pure liquid butter. See how seamless this process is? That entire liquid butter stock is going to pour into the containers until everything is settled and they lock the buttery freshness inside it. When you brush liquid butter on baked goods, it gives them a glossy finish. So, it's another marvel made out of pure and good milk.